Very side of things, but I'll walk through everything.
Can't wait.
You see? Well, here, take this if you want it. So we'll start with the air and then work our way down. You have probably seen this new fiber right here. If you grab one of these, I'll walk you through it, but you've probably seen this fiber out in the thing. If you want to know how to tell the difference between our fiber products, when you look at the first two numbers or the letters on any part number, if it says QP, that's quick push. That's going to have a green to a green, a blue to a blue, or a blue to a green connector on either end. At the very end of it, you're going to see an F, that's for footage, and then the four numbers before that are the length. So if it's 100 feet, it'll say 0, 100, 1500, 1500. That makes sense, right? If you see a TN, that is going to be a drop, a variable drop like this. It's going to be typically orange, and it'll obviously have one of these connectors on it. And usually we'll have the blue connector. I did see some out there where it is the green connector. Just double check that. Same thing though, TN, underground drop. The last four are the size of the length of the cable. And then this fiber, you'll see DM at the very front of it. DM, the footage markage. It'll be on the boxes as well. That tells you it's an aerial drop. That will always have one of these connectors on it, and it will always have a blue. We haven't put green on it. I don't think we're going to. And ship it to Comcast because it doesn't look like they're going to do that. Any questions about the part numbers and how to decipher what that is?
So the ones with the green tip to the green tip is like in-house cable?
Yeah, so that would connect like an MDU from an old ONU, RFOG ONU, back to the distro in the comms closet or something like that. Okay. But it can be green to green, it can be green to blue, or it can be blue to blue. Just check the tips.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to know what they are, it's actually like a B and an S inside. You'd see it right here. Like inside this part, you'd see B5 and then O5, and that will tell you the type of connector. But it's just easier to look at it. Okay, that connector and the green tip at the end of that will tell you exactly what it is. You good? So here, we'll start with the aerial application. This is you're gonna see a lot more of this. Like we're projecting somewhere in the state of Florida, 480,000 new connects in the next like 2 to 3 years. My gut tells me the bulk of that will be done by you guys. But what you need to know is how the payout on this works. I might stand it up, I'm gonna make you the telephone pole. So you would grab this, you take it off this sleeve like that. Make sure you get the right length. So like, hold on 1 second. So let's say you're doing like, 150 foot span. Don't grab like a 1500 or a 2000 foot drop. Get something more in the range. Again, you'll see the length right here. But you take that off, bring it up to the tap, clean it, plug it in, and then we'll go how to attach to the telephone pole. And then you just walk this off until you get to where the house, the next telephone pole, everything.
When I worked at IQ Fiber, we had little spools for those.
Oh, you can use that.
You know what I'm talking about? They sit flat.
Yeah.
Is that something that we can get from you guys, or do we need?
So you would say like you set it like this. You put typically like cable reel on it or this.
You can put that on there.
Yeah, we don't manufacture that. And typically that usually comes with like the truck, or it's like a Home Depot purchase. Okay. But yeah, we don't make those. But yeah, so you're saying like to hold this and just walk it through?
Yeah, it's like a little thing. It's got a little pole coming up and a turntable at the bottom. You stick that in.
Typically it comes with the truck. It's like in the truck cabinetry that they put. If you want to be cheap about it, just grab yourself a 1 1 inch tailpipe for like your sink. It slides right into here, and that just glides right on through. So you don't have to worry about it like puncturing through the cardboard and all that. We are going to have something that we're going to sell to you guys that will make that even easier. Obviously, you can get it for $1. Yeah, if you get it for $1, it's easy. But again, so you'd walk that down, take this slack, you'd undo the messenger cable, attach with a sax hanger, the 3-2-2 method, whatever you want, the side of the house. This slack, the wheel will change, but just pull the slack off. Ideally, you don't have much. Peel it off like this, put a couple zip ties through it, keeps it nice and even. You can put about 50 feet inside that house box if you take off the messenger. If you use a bigger house box, you can put about 180 feet. Again, you can fold it onto itself. So that'd be like taking the cable like this, and then you just fold it like so and zip tie it even smaller. Questions about that aerial application?
What's our bend radius on some of
Great question. If you had to guess, what do you think it is?
Maybe till I hear it click.
1.5 inches. It's about 1.5 inches. It's tiny, man. So you can, if you bend it and you start to see it buckle, that means it's too much. If you take one of these things, start to bend it, and when you see the white between the grooves, that's when you've gotten there. it's like half an inch. It's tiny. So you can make tight curves around a wall, a corner, anything like that. If you're going around the house for it, yeah, you're well within spec. Yeah, you're good. I wouldn't go much further than that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's what, I mean, it's the same with the messenger, right?
for sure. Yeah.
Generally, anything that has the fiberglass in it, the fiberglass will crack before the fiber does.
Yes.
So you'll hear the fiberglass.
You're real good. So here, let me walk you through this aerial fiber to how you can tell what is what. If you take a quick peek at this fiber, if you see writing on it, like right here, anywhere you see writing is fiber. There's 2 fiberglass strength members, and then the other piece that's not written on, that will be the messenger cable. So you can cut anywhere you want along it, but if you want to take off just the messenger, make sure you can go like through it a touch, but snip hard, and then you want to take the messenger like so, with your diagonals, and just roll it off. It's that easy. Here you go. Not in there. But if you look at the cable itself, you're not gonna be able to do it like that ever. I mean, maybe you can, but you got rugged hands.
No,
Yeah.
I was just listening to what you were saying, where you were saying that we got our messenger and then basically
Yes.
the fiber is in the center of these, what do you call them, strength members?
Strength member, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Writing, don't clip the writing.
But yeah, but you can see, if you clip through a little bit, it's not a bad thing. It will still maintain its shape, and it won't let water migrate inside of it. Also, it's a sealed glass, and it doesn't rust as like metal would. See what I'm talking about? Though you roll it right off pretty easy. So then if you want to access the actual fiber itself, once you separate like that, if you want to access the fiber because you need to cut it, go right to the middle of it, snip in, and then you can just pull it right apart. Like that. Yeah, and then just wiggle this apart, and the fiber will come out like so. And then you can manipulate it however you want. Ideally, you cut these down, tape them together so that they don't break the fiber itself, but that's the general gist of how it is. But the important thing, guys, is that when you work with this messenger, this is a messenger that you're familiar with, like coax, RG6, RG11. You can use that with a sax hanger. You can use it with a compression clamp. You can use it so you just tie it right onto the hook itself, whatever you want. This is really, really memory stiff. It is going to change to be almost exactly like our G6 cable. That'll happen sometime around January of next year. So like take this and try to wrap it around your finger. See how it wants to bend back? Go grab a length of RG6 aerial and wrap it around your finger. It'll be nice. It's super easy to do. Yeah.
But if I had a hook and I wanted to do like a 2-2-3 or something like that, then
so what you want to do when you grab that hook though, you want to come around and like kind of really go tight around it.
Sure.
So be pulling on it as you're wrapping around.
Okay.
Again, one try of it and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes. So ideally, I mean, we started this way because Comcast wants everything to be with a sax hanger. When you're working with RG11, you don't use a sax hanger typically because it's really heavy. You can have one guy pull up almost 1,500 feet from a dead stop from pole to pole and get it off the ground. You don't need like a pork chop leverage or attached to your car and winch it up. You can actually do it on your own. It's pretty light. And if you want to go, we can walk and see what a 2,000 footer feels like. It's light, not light, but lighter than what you would expect. Any questions about that? Pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. We do have different lengths. I will send you the CFA list after this. It goes from 50 feet all the way to 2,000. So 50, 100, 152, 250, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 100-foot increments all the way up to 2,000 feet. We are going to have a 2,500. We are going to have a 3,000, 3,500, and a 4,000 footer. If you have to use that, holy smokes, but we're going to make them because Comcast wanted them.
Thanks, Vince.
Huh?
Thanks, Vince.
All that. That's actually because of Vince. Yeah. So that's the aerial portion. You guys understand that? You feel good about it?
Slack at the home, remember?
Yes.
Just like cable, no loops at the poles.
You won't have any choice because when you walk that wheel out, when you bring the cable with you, you're bringing the slack to the house.
Yeah.
So unless you want to walk it back to the telephone pole and do something absolutely asinine, it's going to be annoying.
what Chris was talking about is they used to have these sit and spin type
I know exactly what you're talking about.
caddies. The bearing got messed up on that, so it's kind of different pieces. But that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Maybe dropping spools on that with the bearing.
Like I said, they typically come with like the cabinetry that you find inside your truck. Like say they build something in, they put those in there as well. Have you guys have seen this duct? And you've seen this fiber here?
No.
You haven't? Hold that. I'll hold it actually. Here, take
Okay.
this. And just push it on through.
That's that micro duct, right?
Damn right. Don't work too hard doing this.
I won't. What would I be using?
This is the underground situation. You're gonna see, there's a lot of this out there, all over the state.
Yeah, man.
Keep going.
Should be there, right?
It is.
Yeah, man.
So you can do that. Now, can you do that with that aerial fiber? You can. You can't push it, but if you have a tie string, you can. The biggest thing you want to do is you're going to want to get rid of all the messenger. This ends up being, if you want to take it and put it close to like this piece here, it's slightly thicker. It will go through. You'll have trouble if you're going above 200 feet, just the friction's going to get too hard. Also, that duct, I don't know anyone on the planet who can bury it so it's perfectly straight. So it will undulate, so you'll have some friction as you're pulling it between one point to the next, to the next, to the next.
Yeah, it gets tricky.
Yeah. But a lot of times they may bury 2-inch duct. You can pull that right through. You can push it depending on a couple things right through. It's pretty robust. So this is what you'd see, but it's going to be orange, and depending on what the connector is. So for instance, if you're in Sawgrass, I know there's a boatload of installs there. They're putting these in, but I think they started and they had to put 2-inch duct in for a couple reasons. That's fine. This coupler here is to join this to this. I could put that in there. You just want to peel back that tracer wire, and then you can join them together with one of
It's
these.
like a compression style or something
It's
like
shark
that.
bite, snake bite, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
That's exactly it. So anyway, yes, this part here is a little bit different. The payout on the aerial is the actual nap connector. The payout here is not. It's going to be this connector. So you'd start at the nap, and you would push or pull it through the conduit until it gets to the house, and then the slack here, zip tie it off and leave it in the vault. But ideally, you're not going to put, like if it's 100 foot, you don't want to take out 1,000 foot, like get on 150 or 200. You know, understand that there will be some distance between the exit up to the house, into the house box or whatnot. And if you don't have one of these, and you have to bring this right into the house to go to the ONU, account for that distance as well. Any questions about the underground drop? It's pretty easy.
I've seen some of the spools that were listed TN, but they were black with maybe a.
That's just an older model that hasn't been updated. So the reason we did this update is so that it's not going to be marked as a trip hazard. So for whatever
Sure,
reason,
okay.
in-house plays it out.
Yeah, you went bright orange.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Being thinner, it was funny it was ever black.
Huh?
Especially being so thin, it was funny it was ever black.
Exactly. But again, this stuff is extremely robust. There are clips that we have that you can snap right onto those grooves to attach it onto the wall. So you don't have to worry about the sag or cinching or pinching the fiber too much with like any of the drill bits that you'd use for like an RG6, RG11 clamp.
You have a SEFA for those clips?
I'll send them out to you.
Because I found a box of those at the shop on our side, and I was like, I've never seen these before. These would be amazing to have.
Yeah.
Because obviously, cable clips and no other clips are going to hold this tight. And you're going to have this weird thing in the clips that are just too baggy.
It won't clip onto this. It will clip onto the grooves
Yeah.
on these underground pieces like this.
Yeah. So like if you're using this, and this is your jumper to get into the house, right? Your drop couples into here. I don't know if you're going to cover this later.
I
But
will.
Your drop couples into here. This jumper gets you 100 feet into the house. Clipping this nice and neat in the home, obviously, is just as important as doing it for cable. And there's no clip in this warehouse at the moment that would hold that tightly.
So they
having
had
that-
bags of stuff for cat cord, white.
It will work.
It's closer.
It will work, but this other one is going to be significantly more discreet.
Okay.
Like you'll just see the fiber.
Yeah, it like snaps
Okay,
into it and
yeah.
then hides behind. It was really nice.
Okay.
I'll send an updated sheet.
Okay.
They can disperse it to you however you guys want.
And what, then they're exterior and interior?
Yeah, all the fiber is jacketed to be either way.
Everything that I have here is rated to go underground direct bury, but we're not. You're not supposed
Well,
to.
like
do
the
that.
fasteners, you guys were just talking about
Everything's-
clips.
yeah.
That's indoor, outdoor type of thing.
Yep.
And okay. Okay.
Sweet. All right, let's go to connector. Have any of you worked with this connector before? I'll show you real quick how to do it. It's super easy, and then I'll walk you through. But easiest way is to take this, line it up like so, snap it on. You take off the dust cap that would come on this. You put this down inside here. Make sure the rounded end goes on first. Line it up with a dot. Slide it through the middle and push it on through, and voila. I'm now a qualified fusion splicer. It's that easy. That freaking easy. So here, let me pop this one off for you. This tool makes it super easy. Who's the female that runs all the Dropberry teams? Nicole, is it?
Nicole, yeah.
Yes, she's got a bunch of these now. So here, I'll show you how to do it. When you look, don't put it on yet. The one thing you want to look at, take a peek. You did all nice. You know what you're doing. Take a peek at that blue body, not the groove piece, but the blue body. You already snapped it on. You know what you're doing.
Sure.
You know what you're doing already. Sweet. Now hold on. So look at the fiber itself. When you rotate this around, you're gonna see a gray dot. It's faint, but it's there. What you want to do next is when you look at this piece you made right here, you guys see this? Rotate that around until you see that little notch that sticks out the top of it.
Real faint.
Yeah.
Any sand.
Now hold on. When you look at the tip of this like so,
Yeah.
you're gonna see that this part kind of sticks out.
Yes.
Just slide it right on the middle. Line up that dot
Who would've thought?
with that notch and just push it straight down.
Yeah, I see.
I guess, and then you snap
It's
and
like
lock
this?
it. No, but yeah.
No, hold on. Yes, hold on.
Goes down.
So you want to line that groove up there with that dot like so, but yeah, just push it on.
Maybe it goes the other way.
Don't be a pussy. You see that?
Yeah.
Come on, camera saying that. Yes.
There we go.
There you go.
Do you line it up?
The notch goes
Yep.
to the
Push
side.
it straight
All
to
right.
it. Keep going. Pull it back. No, you rotate it. It's gonna stay straight the whole way.
So you're saying once you snap it together, this
So hold
dot
on.
here,
Pull
Yeah,
it
come
up.
on.
this notch here, line up.
Yeah, I see.
Closer.
I was looking
There we go.
at
What about this piece right here?
alignment.
That's
There you go.
something- that's
Now hold
something you
on.
slid
Hold on. Let me show you this before you do something with it.
So you find the
Can I see
dot.
your
If you
piece?
would have slid it on ahead of time, right?
So yeah, no, but you slide it down. You put that on first. Guys, when you're working with this part, at the very end, you're gonna see that white tip. Do not take this and push it up. If you do, that connector will pop right off.
Sorry, say that.
Let's say you're at this part. You see the white tip right here, correct?
This,
Yeah.
the notch.
What you want to do is you don't want to take this and push it up to it like this, holding the fiber. If you do, you'll pop the connector off. Hold the connector and then bring it up. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So hold that connector tip. And then, no, hold it. Keep holding it. And then bring them together. Just like that. Sweet. Now I'll show you how to pop this thing off.
Light meter and the basic.
So right here, if you look at this, you're gonna have two legs. If you take this, lift it up, you see how there's a thick side and thin side? Pop that in the thin side and just pop it off.
Just the regular.
Yep.
Yep.
Keep going. There you go. Now hold on, pull that off. Now you see this part here, how it's like wedged in nice and easy? Use this.